Namaste. Today I want to read another chapter, chapter 17 of the Book of Secret, which is Osho Discourse on the Vigyan Bhairav Tantra. And chapter 17 is called Turning Inward Toward the Real. The Sutras. O lotus-eyed one, sweet of touch, when singing, seeing, tasting, be aware you are and discover the ever-living. 54. Wherever satisfaction is found in whatever act, actualize this. 55. At the point of sleep, when the sleep has not yet come and the external wakefulness vanishes, at this point being is revealed. 56. Illusion deceives, colors circumscribe, even the visibles are indivisible. February 24th, 1973, Bombay, India. Technique 43. Self-remembering. O lotus-eyed one, sweet of touch, when singing, seeing, tasting, be aware you are and discover the ever-living. This technique says while doing anything, singing, seeing, tasting, be aware that you are and discover the ever-living. And discover within yourself the current, the energy, the life, the ever-living. But we are not aware of yourself. Gurdjieff used self-remembering as a basic technique in the West. The self-remembering is derived from this sutra. The whole Gurdjieffian system is based on this sutra. Remember yourself, whatsoever you are doing. It is very difficult. It looks very easy, but you will go on forgetting. Even for 3 or 4 seconds, you cannot remember yourself. You will have a feeling that you are remembering, and suddenly you will have moved to some other thought. Even with this thought that, okay, I'm remembering myself, you will have missed, because this thought is not self-remembering. In self-remembering, there will be no thought. You will be completely empty. And self-remembering is not a mental process. It is not that you say, yes, I am. Saying, yes, I am, you have missed. This is a mind thing. This is a mental process, I am. Feel I am, not the words I am. Don't verbalize, just feel that you are. Don't think, feel. Try it. It is difficult, but if you go on insisting, it happens. While walking, remember you are, and have the feeling of your being, not of any thought, not of any idea, just feel. I touch your hand or I put my hand on your head. Don't verbalize, just feel the touch. And in that feeling, feel not only the touch, but feel also the touched one. Then your consciousness becomes double-arrowed. You are walking under trees, the trees are there, the breeze is there, the sun is rising. This is the world all around you. You are aware of it. Stand for a moment and suddenly remember that you are, but don't verbalize. Just feel that you are. This non-verbal feeling, even if for only a single moment, will give you a glimpse of the real. For a single moment, you are thrown back to the center of your being. You are behind the mirror. You have transcended a world of reflections. You are existential. And you can do it at any time. It doesn't need any special place or any special time. When eating, you can do it. When taking a bath, you can do it. When moving or sitting, you can do it. Anytime. No matter what you are doing, you can suddenly remember yourself. And then try to continue that glimpse of your being. I just want to remember one sentence I just read. I think it's very important. Just feel that you are. This non-verbal feeling, even if for a single moment, will give you a glimpse of the real. For a single moment, you are thrown back to the center of your being. You are behind the mirror. You have transcended the world of reflections. You are existential. It will be difficult. One moment you will feel it is there. The next moment you will have moved away. Some thought will have entered, some reflection will have come to you, and you will have become involved in the reflection. But don't be sad, don't be disappointed. This is so because for life together we have been concerned with the reflections. The sutra says, be aware you are. It simply says you are. No name is needed, no country is needed. Let there be simple existence. You are. So don't say to yourself who you are. Don't answer that I am this and that. Let there be simple existence that you are. You can practice this, relaxing in a chair or just sitting under a tree. Forget everything and feel this you are-ness. No Christian, no Hindu, no Buddhist, no Indian, no English, no German. Simply you are. Have the feeling of it, and then it will be easy for you to remember what this sutra says. Be aware you are and discover the ever-living. And the moment you are aware that you are thrown into the current of the ever-living. The false is going to die, only the real will remain. This technique is one of the most helpful, and it has been used for millennia by many teachers, masters. Buddha used it, Mahavira used it, Jesus used it, and in modern times, Gurdjieff used it. Among all the techniques, this is one of the most potential. Try it. It will take time. Months will pass. Gurdjieff tried from one corner. Just try to remember you are. Raman Maharshi tried from another corner. He made it a meditation to ask, to inquire, who am I? And don't believe in any answers that the mind can supply. The mind will say, what nonsense are you asking? You are this, you are that, you are a man, you are a woman, you are educated or uneducated, rich or poor. The mind will supply answers, but go on asking. Don't accept any answer, because all the answers given by the mind are fails. They are from the unreal part of you. They are coming from words. They are coming from scriptures, they are coming from conditioning, they are coming from society, they are coming from others. Go on asking. Let this arrow of who am I penetrate deeper and deeper. A moment will come when no answer will come. That is the right moment. Now you are nearing the answer. When no answer comes, you are near the answer, because mind is becoming silent, or you have gone far away from the mind. When there will be no answer and a vacuum will be created all around you, your questioning will look absurd. Whom are you questioning? There is no one to answer you. Suddenly, even your questioning will stop. With the questioning, the last part of the mind has dissolved, because this question was also of the mind. Those answers were of the mind, and this question was also of the mind. Both have dissolved, so now you are. Try this. There is every possibility, if you persist, that this technique can give you a glimpse of the real, and the real is ever living. Yeah, it's really very, very beautiful. I did this technique this morning. It's not exactly the technique, but it's the same. It's just like I was listening to beautiful music and just eating and just being very aware and very, very focused and centered, and then just silence. Voila. And centering, of course, and centering also. 54. Feel the satisfaction. Wherever satisfaction is found, in whatever act, actualize this. You feel thirsty, so you drink water. A subtle satisfaction is attained. Forget the water, forget the thirst. Remain with the subtle satisfaction that you are feeling. Be filled with it. Simply feel satisfied. This technique gives you a positive approach, a total reversal to the ordinary mind and its process. Wherever satisfaction is found, in whatever act, actualize this, feel it, become one with it. Don't take it just as a passing phase. The satisfaction can become a glimpse of a greater positive existence. Everything is just a window. If you become identified with a pain, you are looking from a window, and the window of pain, of suffering, opens only towards hell. If you are one with a satisfactory moment, a blissful moment, an ecstatic moment, you are opening another window. The existence is the same, but your windows are different. Wherever satisfaction is found, in whatsoever act, actualize this. Wherever, no conditions, wherever. You see a friend and you feel happy, you meet your lover or beloved and you feel happy, actualize this. Be happiness in that moment and make that happiness a door. Then you are changing the mind and you will start accumulating happiness. Your mind will turn positive and the same world will look different. Look all around and try to find the blissful. Be filled with it. In that moment, forget everything. Be filled with it. Taste it and allow it to happen to your whole being. Be one with it. The fragrance of it will follow you. It will go on resounding within you the whole day, and the resounding, the echoing feeling will help you to be more positive. This is accumulative. If you start in the morning, in the evening you will be more open to the stars, to the moon, to the night, to the darkness. Do it for 24 hours experimentally, just to have a feeling of what it is. Once you can feel that the positive leads you to a different world, because you become different, you are not going to leave it. The whole emphasis will change from negative to positive. Then you look at the world in a different, a new way. This is a very delicate process, but very sweet also, and the more you proceed in it, the sweeter it becomes. You will be filled with a new sweetness and fragrance. Just look for the beautiful, forget the ugly. Then a moment comes when the ugly also becomes the beautiful. Just look to the happy moment, and the moment comes when there is nothing which you can call unhappy. There is no unhappy moment then. Be concerned with the blissful, and sooner or later there will be no misery. Everything is beautified by a positive mind. Yeah, I want to confirm this, that everything is beautified by a positive mind. And also I want to say that this morning I had the realization that whatever we focus on, that's our window into the world, and also we get it back. Like if we focus on a loving heart, we get love also. And if we focus on a calculating mind, we get calculating thoughts, we get calculating reactions from the other people. So they are also all the time our mirror, the other people, and the world is also our mirror. And what we put out in the world, we get it back thousandfold. So it's very important what we put out in the world if you do it consciously. So better put out something positive and something life-affirming and something beautiful, and then something 10 times more beautiful comes back to us. So this is what I realized this morning, and I want to share with you this realization. So now technique number 55. Be aware of the gap between walking and sleep. At the point of sleep, when the sleep has not yet come, an external wakefulness vanishes. At this point, being is revealed. While going to sleep, relax. Close your eyes. Make the room dark. Just close your eyes and start waiting. The sleep is coming. Just wait. Don't do anything. Just wait. Your body is relaxing, the body is becoming heavy. Feel it. Have the feeling of it. Sleep has its own mechanism. It starts working. Your waking consciousness is vanishing. Remember, because the moment will be very subtle and the moment will be atomic. If you miss, you miss. It is not a very long period, a single moment, a very small gap, and you will change from waking to sleep. Just wait, fully aware. Go on waiting. This will take time. It takes at least 3 months or longer. Only then can you have the glimpse one day of the moment which is just in the middle. So don't be in a hurry. You cannot do it just now. You cannot do it tonight. But you have to start, and you may have to wait for months. Ordinarily, within 3 months, one day it happens. It is happening every day, but your awareness and the meeting of the gap cannot be planned. It is a happening. You just go on waiting, and someday it happens. Someday, suddenly, you become aware that you are neither awake nor asleep, a very weird phenomenon. You may even become afraid because you have known only the two. You know when you are asleep, you know when you are awake, but you don't know a third point in your being when you are neither. At the first impact of it, you may become afraid and scared. Don't get scared and don't be afraid. Anything which is so new, unknown previously, is bound to give a certain fear, because this moment, when you will have experienced it again and again, will give you another feeling also, that you are neither alive nor dead, neither this nor that. So this technique happens to me also spontaneously very often when I'm asleep or when I'm lying down, and just this moment is really, like Osho says, it is like atomic, and it's so small, so you have to be really very, very much aware to get it. And also it can, even if you stand, sometimes you can be just like in between, in the gap, and actually to be in the gap, to live in the gap is not easy. Like, it's a lot of pain, and you have to go through deep pain. You have to face your deepest fears, but sooner or later you will get sooner or later the pain and the fears, they will vanish, and you will get used to the gap, and then it is quite wonderful. It is very relaxing also. So yeah, it's a price we have to pay. We have to go through the fear. We have to go through the pain. That's the price you need to pay for enlightenment. So 56. Think of the world as an illusion. Illusions deceive, colors circumscribe, even divisibles are indivisible. Okay. This is a rare technique, one not much used, but one of the greatest teachers in India, Shankara, has used it. And Shankara has based his whole philosophy on this technique. You know his philosophy of Maya, illusions. Shankara says everything is illusion. Whatsoever you are seeing, hearing, feeling, all is illusion. It is not real, because the real cannot be contacted by senses. This technique says, look at the world, it is a dream, illusory, and nothing is as it appears. It is just a rainbow. Go deep into this feeling. You will be thrown to yourself. With that coming to one's own self, you come to a certain truth, to something which is undoubtable, which is absolute. Science can never be absolute. It is going to be relative. Only religion can be absolute, because it searches not the dream, it searches for the dreamer, not for the observed, but for the observer, the seer, the one who is aware. Yeah. So that is all about chapter 17. I hope you enjoyed, and I wish you would start to practice. And sometimes it might even take more time than 3 months, or even shorter time. It depends on how deep you meditate and how fully you are committed, and also how much meditation you have already done before, either in this life or in previous lives. So it depends on many things. But it definitely, if you really want to realize this technique, then they will come, and even sometimes they come by themselves. Like nowadays, most of the techniques in the book, they come by themselves. Just by reading them, I realized the technique. But also, I have done a lot of work before. I have deeply meditated and transformed myself in Nepal, also here in Germany. I had to go through big fears and big pain, and also had to do a lot of effort. So there has to be, in the beginning, a lot of effort done, and then it becomes an effortless effort. But before we reach that state, we have to do a lot of effort. It's like that. So I wish you a lot of effortless effort, and I wish you a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye. Namaste.